Hello, and welcome to my home, and welcome to my sacred space that I prepared for us today. I'm Olivia, and this is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia, here to do your daily pick a card. I'm going to start by shuffling our Healing the Mind and Spirit cards by Brian L. Weiss, and there we will get our thought of the day. I'm just going to do a few little shuffles here. Some little a table shuffle and some hand shuffles. I don't know what you really officially call these, but we're mixing up the cards. If you haven't done a tarot pick a card before, it's easy. Just follow along with the video. I do have timestamps. We have little card toppers here. I'll show those to you in a minute. And that's how you pick your card. Although there's not a right or wrong way to do this. A lot of people pick all the cards. Some people pick 2 cards. If more than one card calls to you, of course, choose that. You can choose both or either all or however you want to do it, actually. Okay? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck. I'm going to draw from the bottom. And we have sometimes the most involved souls take the most challenging paths. Let's see what the back says. Or the front. I don't know which is which. I'm aware that a life filled with difficulty is not a punishment. Well, I can go with that. What do you think? I am aware that life filled with difficulty is not a punishment. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like a lot of us have chosen our paths. Sometimes I think we choose our paths even before we engage in our body, engage our spirits in our bodies and are born on this earth. However, I think most of our choices or most of our path is, and I do believe in fate, and I do believe that some things just kind of have to go that way. The universe has its ways, you know. However, we make a lot of choices. We have free will. We make a lot of choices that bring us to where we are today. But then you have to factor in the fact that things happen, that accidents happen, that we do get swept away. And depending on where we're born, we all start at different places. So, no, I don't think all of our choices. Well, okay, I could just go on forever. I could just go on and on. But let's look at the card toppers because I decided to go with treats today because I'm feeling like I need a treat. The first card topper I have is an ice cold Coca-Cola. And I will tell you that when I was a kid, we were raised Mormons. Well, Mormons, and then by my grandparents, Catholic. And so as Mormons, we weren't supposed to be drinking Coca-Cola. However, Coca-Cola was a medicine. Whenever we were sick and little kids and we couldn't hold anything down, we could always hold down Coca-Cola and some crackers. Almost always. Another treat we have here is iced coffee, and it's not just any iced coffee, it's iced coffee with some little hearts on the top. And that's a lovely treat. So this coffee is really about friendship as a treat. And this book, it's actually representing 2 different books. One is A Tale of Two Cities, which I enjoyed very much I guess we read that in 9th grade as a youth. And then I messed up here in the title, but my favorite book of all time, or one of my favorite books of all time, that's been on the top, that's been on the New York Times bestseller list since it was published, and to now, it is called The Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. And so if you're looking for an interesting read, a biography, something that is different, it's also a period piece, meaning that it's set at a certain time, and it's even if you're not religious, it is a magical book. That's all I can say about it. Okay, let's move on. The last but not least treat are donuts. Who doesn't love a sprinkled donut? So, yeah, I really felt like today was a day for treats. Okay, so let's go ahead and, well, actually, I'm going to take a little sip of coffee here. Take a little breaky and take a sip of coffee. Okay, so if you haven't done reading, I think I already told you, pick your topper. And so if you need more time, go ahead and take that time. You can pause the video because I'm about to start picking up cards. So if you chose the Coca-Cola, this is going to be your card today. And it is the Chariot, or as it's called in this deck, it's called Mastery. So all this action all around the charioteer, including the horses and the chariot, including his cape, it all has to do with the power and structure of the universe. And you are the charioteer. So there are all these forces that you're keeping in check. As I talked about with our thought of the day, things happen. And we have to operate with tremendous focus and drive. Sometimes we float along and go with the flow, and sometimes that is our path. And sometimes it takes us to our path, but there are times when we have to be diligent and aware and push forward with force and drive. So the thing about having this card today is not only are you asked to push forward with force and drive and purpose, but you're also told with this card that you have the strength and ability to do so. So that is a very powerful card for you today. Whatever it is that we are talking about could be something to do with work or family. For me, when I read your cards, when I do this daily pick, these cards are mine too. For me, this has something to do with family today. And I need to focus and I need to move forward with purpose. And I feel like I have the strength and ability to do that. So that's a very promising card for me. I really like it, and I hope if you chose that card that feels like a good fit for you as well. Let's go ahead and see what's under the iced coffee. The Page of Hearts. So, don't think of Lewis Carroll. This is not I am telling myself that because I often think about the Lewis Carroll characters when I think about the Queen of Hearts and the Knave of Hearts. This is actually a very artistic person, a very almost a do-gooder. I don't want to say it like that though. This is a person who strives to serve. This is a person who strives to serve other people with love. This is also a person who is contemplative, someone who thinks about things, maybe even meditates. So if this card is you today, then know that you are understood in your sensitivity and your conscientiousness, and go forth and serve. If this is someone you know, this is someone that maybe strives to be understood today in their sweetness. I don't know how else to put it. I do, but I'm at a loss of words. So if you are this person, know that you are understood by some and that you're not alone. And if you are being served by this person or have this person in your life, they may need an extra, I don't know, compliment. We don't we don't hug these days, do we? Something like that. I know some of us do. Some of us are fortunate enough to be in quarantine with someone else. Yeah. So I hope that card resonated with you, and I hope that you do get a chance to serve today, to serve someone and bring them the peace and happiness that you so often do. Let's look under our bookie. And you have the lovely and the beautiful, the Queen of Rods. She is so compassionate, so loving, so patient. She is the epitome of femininity. And I did try to be gender neutral, but the cards are very gendered, and they're gendered for a reason. So you don't have to be, it just has to go the other way. So you can be a male and receive this card, and it be speaking about someone in your life, or it could be speaking about your feminine aspects. And with her, she encompasses mother, maiden, mother, and crone. 3 of the feminine aspects. I always feel like there should be a 4th one. I think there is in some cases. So she is someone that she's the kind of queen. There she is with her rod. She's got her tools, her magical. I think if it is a magic wand, a lot of times. But she is willing to get down with the people and work side by side. So if she is you today, then you are a devoted, compassionate person that is willing to work side by side with others and help them with their projects as well as doing your own work. She may be someone in your life today, and it would be a nice thing to show her your appreciation and gratitude just for being who she is. And she can be stubborn. I mean, she does have some negative aspects too, don't we all? But there she is, and I hope this card resonated with you today. Now let's see what's under the donuts. And we have the close. You may recognize this card as the death card. It is. Now, we are definitely not speaking literally, we are speaking metaphorically. Well, okay, let's talk literally for a second. You know what's going on right now in the cosmos out there up there in the sky, all this around us? There's a lot going on. So I don't know if you realize this, but on the 15th there was a solar eclipse. There was a lot going on in the heavens on the 15th, and then we have solstice coming up, and there are I don't want to go into it because I'll make a mistake about what's going on, but there's a lot of planetary alignments. There's a lot of star stuff going on. See, I can't even talk about it intelligently, but it's very exciting. So basically what I'm trying to say, this is the end of the bad, okay? I'm not saying that COVID is going away on winter solstice. What I am saying is that these dark times that we've been going through together, since COVID started, and this is not a timeless video because I did not invoke divine timing so that I could talk about this particular card as it is today. And it is about it is truly about 2020 ending and 2021 beginning with good things happening, and a much more able to communicate, much less polarized. And I know a lot of people feel like a lot of people feel like this whether they know what's going on out in the universe or not, with the planets and the stars and the moon and all that is going on because of political reasons, possibly. But that's not all. That's not all. It's everybody feels it. And in the psychic community, it is a very big period of joy and realizing out with the old and in with the new. And we're all very excited about this. So I really don't want you to fear this card. When I pulled it today, I was like, no. And then I realized why. And instead of feeling fear or anything dark, I started realizing what a joyful card this is and can be, and especially now, because we are ready for this new beginning. And that's what I have for you guys today. I really thank you for being here. I really do. Like, you guys mean a lot to me, and I want you to know that. It's really important to me that you do. Your comments when I speak to you, when I do your personal readings, when you hit the subscribe button, it doesn't, when you hit the like, it doesn't even, like, all you have to do is just subscribe, and I know you're there, and I feel your presence, and it's exciting to me. And then if you do a little bit more here and there, I appreciate that too, and it just really makes for these dark times that we've gone through together. I feel like we've come so far. So anyway, I'm going to let you go on that note. Love you guys. You guys take care. I'll see you next time.